Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E516, a 2009 LP2 original wrapped roll. How is everybody doing today? We will wait for a few people to come in, and we'll get things rolling. We are preparing for Cold Apocalypse 2025 down in Florida. It's supposed to get colder than it has been in 4 to 7 years, possibly. Falling iguana warnings have been issued. We will let a couple people stroll in. There's Frank McCain. How are you? I would have did this earlier, but I was painting, and now my back is toast. I sure hope that it finally comes back around. Stan Horn, welcome to the show. I think so. We are going to get this rolling. Carrie's Bruce, welcome. And see what we come up with. Always interesting stuff to look for. We will be definitely looking at most of the coins obverse and reverse. Coin number 2, Taco John. Got this die crack. See, if we see him with this die crack in it, we probably will just move over. Dan, welcome. Tomorrow I'll be doing a tails roll. It was everything I could do to get this one in. I had to take pain medication this afternoon, so I didn't want to do it when I was under the influence. Feeling pretty good now. So figured I'd try to get one in, so I'm not super far behind. How is everybody's weekend going? I know that the weather's been beautiful here. And we are getting ready for, like I said at the beginning, Cold Apocalypse 2025. They're saying it could go as low as 37 degrees here, which is pretty much unprecedented. I agree. Let's find some extra fingies. Roy, welcome, Roy. See how I'm turning this? This is so I can see any extra fingers that would be right under here. Do you have any dates you want to see reveals done on? If you do, just let me know and I'll do my best to get them in. I am going to be doing a 2019 roll coming up. That one is for sure. Then I might do 3 wheat rolls. I'm not sure yet though. All right, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to take a look here. 32D. Yeah, I don't think so. That ain't happening. I don't think this is anything. We'll see how many more, or if we see any more of them and what they look like. I do have an 84p roll. I actually found a half a box. Looks like it's from about 5 different sources. So I do have an 84p roll I could do. Looking for that double earlobe, or double earlobe. Oh yeah, anything before 38 is harder to get than after 38. Coin number 7, Mark. Hopefully we get something out of this roll. This is a roll that I actually purchased from a bank in 2009. I've been going through my office and going through the boxes that used to make up a bed frame. And I come across this and was like, oh, see what's in these. I think there's 6 or 7 more. Yeah, everybody would. I've done a lot of searching for that, Stan, and I ended up just buying one. Same with the 80, but they're getting tough to find. That is a variety that is getting harder and harder just because of natural decay. Welcome. How are you? So far, not. I was kind of excited about this, but so far, we are not scoring yet. I do have a box or a couple boxes of these that have a lot of DDRs. I've done them in the past. If there's interest, I'll do another run through them if there's interest in doing them. The one had 3 or 4 different double die reverses, and I think the other one had 2. You know, these are kind of the 60D coins of modern Lincoln cents. All right, Stan, hurry back, hurry back. We had good dinner here today, a sub sandwich. Next coin, Mickey. Coin number 12. Sissy. Has anybody heard from Parvis lately? I have not heard from Parvis in a couple months. I've seen Paul Hampton in other streams, but I have not heard from Paul. Paul, send me an email. Let me know you are okay. Same with Parvis. Well, no. In 2009, the fingering is either here. Some of them are underneath right here, but they're on this hand towards the center of the device. There is one that is doubling on the back of the foot or something like that, but I have never seen it. Never heard of anybody finding it. I've just seen it listed. Yeah, I haven't seen Parvis around at all. He emailed me, oh, like I say, it's had to be a couple months now. And I replied to him, and then I got an email just saying hi, and that's what I'm kind of looking for, just something to say hi, and I'm okay. Just to check in. Yeah, that's not uncommon, Frank. But usually we hear from them or we know why they've gone missing. I mean, sometimes stuff happens, or there's a couple people that have passed away. Then there's people that just they pop in every once in a while. EJ and Wild Bill and stuff like that. Some of the original viewers. But they just pop in every now and then. "2009 is a roll that I actually enjoy searching. There are a few double die obverses. I think there's probably 15 or so for LP2. We have found a lot of them actually in past rolls. Coin 17, Taco John. There's a neat die clash that comes out of the nose. That they call it the Catfish Clash. If anybody's seen them, they're kind of cool. I said the C word, so we should have DW in any time now. We do. Chuck started doing these reveals before COVID. He was still in Florida. And they got real popular during COVID. But some people, they move on. They they get out of the pennies and they start doing $half or dollars or something else. I know a couple of the people that were into die varieties, they got into paper money. Looking for errors on paper money. And that's cool. I mean, sometimes people change up, find other things they're interested in, and then sometimes they just take a break and come back. That was me in 2010 or so. There's a little clash right there. But in 2010, I kind of took a break for 5 years or so. I was still buying stuff, but I wasn't really searching. Richard Sappington, welcome. And then it was around, we were here, it was around 2017, I think I started looking, maybe 2016, at coins again, just to burn time. And then I really got back into it big time again. What are my thoughts on the night? Oh, it's nice. It was a nice, it's probably a VF coin. Nice coin, solid. The reverse is better than the obverse in my opinion. Nice find, especially if you bought it out of a 90% bin. Yeah, not bad at all. And 360 is actually not bad. From what I'm looking and seeing, 90% is going from 350 to 390 here. So that's not bad at all. I almost did go to my LCS this morning. I need to get over there. I haven't been there in a while. I don't want him to think that I'm giving up on him. That way, if he does get something, he'll call me. Oh, I bet it did. I bet it did. Got some die deterioration on this. You can see the plating is kind of pushed up. That is not doubling. Coin 23, Mark Thomas. When there he is, look at that. I love when that happens. How is your weekend going, Mark? Mine is definitely going fair. I painted, I've got one little wall, maybe 12 feet by 14 feet tall to cut in and paint, and then my painting is done. Who is Demon? I'm not sure who that is. Grading. The joy of being a professor is grading papers. Do they even use paper anymore, or do you do stuff on the computer only? I know I can remember talking to my granddaughter and saying, "You need to do your homework. I'll get you some papers and paper and pencils," and she looked at me like I was some sort of fool. Only do electronic. That's what I figured. He's on YouTube. I've never seen him, Frank. I'll have to look him up. Of course, my what I do with quarters and stuff is what I do personally. I do plan on making some videos under the Eric's Nonsense variety page. Hopefully I get to start doing that eventually, but I've got to catch up with copper coin stuff first. I have got a lot of non-cent varieties, and I would like to make like an electronic catalog to help people identify different die varieties without making a website. And then that'll give me a chance to play around with coins that aren't Lincoln Cents, even though Lincoln Cents, as you know, are my favorites. Well, this roll is getting to the point where I'm getting frustrated. Doesn't look like it's going to be a giving roll. Coin 27, Evolution Revolution. That is good. I enjoy doing that stuff with Frosty and Paula. Jack Young, what a great source of information. Mike Nodelman, Chuck, all of them. I'm on the panel, but I learned probably as much as everybody else is learning. Boy, well, I think the last 2009 I did had nothing. Not on, I mean the one that I searched personally had nothing. This one, that's like the last. I love doing 1970 rolls, and I think the last 2 or 3 1970 rolls I've done have had nothing, which is kind of rare. But if we found it in every single roll, it would be easy. And it's not an easy hobby sometimes. It can be very discouraging and frustrating when you go on a streak of no-go rolls, as I call them. Oh, yeah, it looks like I just was watching a stream by Cad Roll Hunter. If you're into Canadian coins, Cad Roll Hunter it's a great source for stuff Canadian. And there's a problem in Canada now. They're finding coins from the Cook collection being counterfeited. He just did like a 30-minute video on it. I think it's a 1921 half dollar. That's the big one that's being counterfeited right now. Shinbone, welcome to the show. Chuck should have a box coming to me, probably mailing it to me Monday, so it should be here by Thursday or Friday. When that box gets here, I'll be sorting coins and mailing more coins out. Frostbite, welcome. Good to see ya. I did end up getting half of my painting done. That's all the old back could take. I think I'm going to have to see a surgeon again, unfortunately. Yeah. Hey, Chuck, how are you? It's true. It's so weird getting dark before 6 o'clock. tomorrow sometime I will be doing the Tails roll. Monday, the 60D roll. Tuesday, the 58D. Sun is oh, not here. We're still getting, it's getting sunny. It's about 6:30 the sun comes up here. It's light at 6:30. I think sun up is about 22. You know, I was talking to my daughter and she said that it's like getting dark there at 10 to 5. And she says, oh, it's only a matter of time and it's going to be 4:30 or earlier. I don't miss that at all. Of course, it was really nice. In the summertime, it would get light at 5 o'clock and get dark at 10:30. So, Tim Weber, welcome. Hope all is well. Seeing this die, we've got a bunch of non-variety coins in this roll. Coin 35, Roy. So yeah, but the wife is happy with the new paint. The dining room is done. We just got to move a couple things and she's reupholstering chairs now. Putting new padding in the chairs and reupholstering them till they match the walls. So I've got to get on with my office remodel too, because I'm going to be shipping packages out of my office instead of the dining room, which was my shipping room at one point. Mine isn't. That's what's wrong with me, I think, Frank, is I'm having a lot of arthritic problems. Did you see his CAD Roll Hunters video, Frostbite? He was going over Canadian coins that are being counterfeited. It was kind of an interesting video. I was watching it while the pain pill worked its magic at about 12 o'clock today. Oh, Coin Junkie. All right, yeah. I haven't seen him. Oh, you know what? He was on the last reveal. He popped in. That's right. Yeah, the big one, I guess, is a 1921 $50, and he was going that most of the counterfeited coins were from an old heirloom collection called the Cook Collection, and of course they're in fake PCGS slabs. So it's the same as this stuff that we go through on. Well, I think it's going to be tomorrow on Frostbites. I think Jack Young is going to release a new article during the stream, which will be interesting. I'm not sure what coin it's about, but I'm sure it's about a specific coin. Yeah, I've had 5 levels fused in my back, and I did some work. It all started during Hurricane Ian. I overdid it. And then it kind of got it where I would do stuff. See, this is the second one of these. And I've held both of them aside. I don't think it's nothing. I think it's... But I am going to hold it aside. I'm not impressed. It would have to be doubling on the back of the binding if it is something. Oh yeah, it wasn't fun when they did it, but the surgery worked great. I mean, I had a lot of surgeries, and then the last one was like, it worked great. And it just seems like, and then I just spread 2 yards of dirt because I'm cheap, You know, by nature, I try to save money. And when I had my septic put in, it was $2,500 for them to spread 2 yards of dirt and throw grass seed and straw on top of it and walk away. And I says, well, God, for $2,500, I surely can do that. And I've been crying like a little girl or a little boy ever since. But it was getting better. That's why today I was like, I'm going to get that painting all done. I got half of it done. There was no way that I was going to get up 14 feet in the air to cut the one peak of the ceiling in. That's going to have to wait. There you go. That's right, Chuck. That's right. If the shoe fits. But I was whining. That was today. I told my wife, I says, well, you're cooking today. And she looked at me and I says, yeah. I says, I can't do it. Can't stand. She's like, well, take a pain pill then. I ain't listening to you whine. So I took a pain pill. All right, Chuck. Get that list out. And interesting where another penny hit this penny. I didn't do that this stream. Yes, if you want to be on the mailing list, please send an email to cd@coppercoins.com so he can include you in the bulk emails, and hopefully we don't get put on the naughty list for emails, and we can send emails for reminders again. I know I can send single emails to people, but if I put one CC in, all the emails get rejected. A CC or a BC. Coin 43 for Mickey. Yeah, I've never had the need. Once the last surgery worked, I didn't have the need for it. I used to have them before they had the they used to have it where you stuck the patches. I think they were called RS2. They worked really good, but I never needed them afterwards. And I think my pain issue now isn't muscular. I think it's arthritic. I think there's orthopedic changes. And the doctor, when he did my last surgery, did tell me that I might have to have somebody go in and clean it all out 1 or 2 times, depending on how long I lived. And it's been 22 years since the last surgery, 21 years. So that's a pretty good shake, I think. But ultimately, I need to go see a doctor to see what he says. I've had CTs done and all that. So they've got pretty recent imaging on me. I'm sure he'll do current imaging. It would probably be irresponsible not to. But I know, like the last time I went, they didn't do MRIs or anything like that. There was no need for it. They could see everything they needed to see within a CT scan, they said. And a CT scan is so much cheaper. So we are a bust roll here. I had high hopes for this roll. LP2 rolls are kind of like 60D rolls. You can almost count on getting stuff. See, there's another one of those. I'm going to hold this aside too till I can get a good. And what I see is right here. And I think, for some reason, I think John Wexler has this listed. I think I remember it. But if that was doubling, it would be the spine of the book. Let me look at this. This is the second one of these I've seen. No, it's a shadow. All right, and the last coin of the evening goes to DW. Didn't get to see DW today. He must be out with the family. But tomorrow I will have, let me grab it. Is this it? This roll right here, not sure of the year. It is Tails Tails. Coin auditing system. It looks to be, it's definitely early 60s. It's pretty well struck, so I'm going to say it's 62 or before. That's my guess. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. It's always a pleasure to hang there. And here you are, DW, right at the end of the roll. Babysitting. Ooh. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining. And it's always a pleasure. And I hope to see everybody tomorrow when I do this. I am not certain of the time yet. It will probably be early afternoon, I'm hoping. Hope to see y'all there. And if I don't, I will see you in the neighborhood. We'll talk to y'all later.